It's Friday, March 14th, and you're listening to the Stock Market Daily News Podcast, your essential morning briefing for investors and market watchers. Yesterday's market action was mixed. The S&P 500 managed to recover from early losses, closing just above the flat line. The Dow Jones slipped slightly, while the Nasdaq posted modest gains, helped by resilient tech stocks, even as surging oil prices and geopolitical headlines weighed on sentiment. But the biggest story? Bitcoin outperformed Wall Street, surging past $72,000, even as the US dollar rose and global stocks wobbled. We'll break down that crypto rally, track key earning results, and spotlight how investors are navigating higher energy prices and ongoing Middle East conflicts. Let's dive into the major stories shaping the financial landscape. First, Bitcoin stole the show, jumping more than 2% to top $72,000. Unlike in most risk-off environments, where a rising dollar and equities under pressure push crypto lower, Bitcoin and the entire crypto market brushed off the turmoil. Derivatives data shows open interest in Bitcoin futures hit a multi-week high, signaling fresh capital inflows and bullish investor positioning. Altcoins like Ether, Solana, and XRP all gained ground too. This strength contrasts with a rocky week for US stocks and hints at a maturing crypto market less sensitive to short-term global shocks. Shifting gears to stocks, overall volatility remains elevated, largely due to the war in Iran and oil prices holding near $100 a barrel. The S&P 500 swung between gains and losses, at one point dropping in early trading before steadying by the close. Analysts say that while military conflicts usually trigger short-term market volatility, they rarely cause prolonged downturns. History shows the S&P 500 typically bounces back within a month. For investors, staying diversified and focused on fundamentals, rather than reacting to every headline, is key. In earnings news, Gravigon Digital, ticker symbol PW, outperformed expectations this quarter. Fourth quarter revenue jumped 14% year-over-year to nearly $30 million, thanks to robust firearm sales and accelerating mobile transactions. The launch of their new fulfillment platform, PW Logistics, delivered early results and could support future margin improvements. The company ended the year with more than $110 million in cash, giving them ample resources for share buybacks and new investments. For investors, this highlights strong sector demand and the value of tech-enabled retail models, even in a choppy economic backdrop. Meanwhile, Asian markets were hit particularly hard by higher energy costs and the strong US dollar. Many regional indexes slid further, with analysts lowering their outlook for Asian stocks outside Japan. The region remains vulnerable to oil price shocks and currency moves. Investors in Asia may want to stay cautious and consider portfolio diversification to buffer against further volatility. Finally, Bitcoin continues to act as a lead indicator for risk assets. Recent studies show Bitcoin often peaks and crashes before major stock indexes follow suit. That pattern appeared again last month, when Bitcoin's slide to $60,000 preceded weakness in the S&P 500 and global equity ETFs. This reinforces the idea that monitoring crypto can provide clues to market sentiment and potential turning points. Let's wrap up with a quick look at the closing numbers. The S&P 500 finished right near unchanged. The Dow slipped fractionally, and the Nasdaq eked out modest gains. Bitcoin soared above $72,000, while oil held steady near $100 a barrel. The big themes? Elevated volatility, a crypto market showing surprising resilience, and stocks adapting to geopolitical uncertainty and higher energy costs. Looking ahead, watch for more insight from upcoming Fed meetings and key earnings next week. Don't forget to subscribe and follow for your daily dose of actionable market news. See you next week, and stay informed.